Team deathmatch.
Mages.
Push their bounty on me.
Good afternoon YouTube, Ben Harris here. As you may have noticed, I usually do music, but recently I've sort of started picking back doing gaming videos, most notably PS4 and console gaming, but maybe a bit of PC gaming such as Dota 2, World of Tanks and stuff that kind of kin. At the moment I'm playing Warthunder, first time I've ever played it, so you may notice the flying's not exactly going to be great. But this is going to be the start of a whole new series of games I'm going to start doing. I'm with a friend of mine. We're starting up a channel called Acid Solar Productions, which I'll post a link to underneath in the video description. Yeah, as you may notice, it's a pretty good game. I've just put far enough. I believe it's I-15 or something like that, some Russian playing. But yeah, at the moment I'm just this is sort of a test run and test video. Overall it's a pretty good game. As you can see, I'm just getting some right kills, but you've generally the whole idea is you got to shoot in front of the plane, so the aiming and flying generally quite difficult. You've got to be pretty spot on. It's not like Call of Duty where you can just spray and spray basically, because if you do that you'll run out of ammo and essentially be spending ages reloading your guns. As you can see here, I've just flew over that guy, but I was trying to aim for the little white circle in front of the plane to get a nice sort of head-on shot, because that's the best way to sort of ideally take down an enemy plane. But yeah, we're hoping to do some videos soon, maybe some Dota 2, and hopefully some GTA and some Call of Duty videos. Nearly taking this guy down, a Spitfire or something. And I think ideally with this game, the best way you can possibly win a game is sort of teamwork as well. Because I sort of went in it in the deep end and thought, I'll just go along and pray and spray like I do on Call of Duty or any other sort of shoot 'em up. And it really doesn't work like that, because otherwise you'll just get bombarded with 10 other planes on the other team who'll just, well, basically outnumber you in the sky in a dogfight. And the next thing you know, they've blown you up in seconds. You can pretty much, as soon as they clip your wing, you can get killed, or they can knock out your pilot. Which is pretty funny, to be honest, because you just end up crashing or parachuting onto the ground. But the way the game works is, depending on how much money or how much crew you can buy more planes. I think you can have like 4 or 5 slots in the game. I'm not entirely sure on that, but at the moment I've got 4 slots, but they're sort of 4 basic beginner planes because I'm new to the game, which is great, because the more planes you've got, the more goes you can have within a game. Games are generally about 5 to 10 minutes. I don't think I've had one longer than 10 minutes. As of yet, they're generally quite quick. Maybe about 10 people on each side. But as you can see here, I'm just trying to aim straight in front of the plane. I'm getting some pretty good shots on this guy. But I've had to follow him for quite a while. Ooh. The best way to possibly sort of avoid someone is just doing some really tight turns and going up and down to ride and get a bit of momentum for a bit of speed. As you can see here, I'm working with a teammate here, we're just taking this guy down. But as soon as you get low to the ground, there are tanks in the game as well, so there will be possible enemy tanks on the ground that can fire up at you. So go down close on the ground, pick up a bit of speed, and then go straight up again. To avoid enemy fire from both the ground as well as above you. just looked onto this guy down here. He seems to be on his own. Quite weak as well. He's starting to smoke. We're chasing him. There we go. So he's got the same idea. He's going up now to avoid me. Oh, I've just clipped him. He's taking me out.
Oh, amazing.
Down I go. See, as you can see, I've got 4 planes. I think that's the best plane I've sort of got, the most powerful, and it sort of works like all the tanks, where you can go into a tech tree after the game and use your points or money to sort of upgrade your plane. I've looked into a guy who's on his own, quite low down. As you can see, the safest way to sort of play the game is when you see a guy like that from a distance, then assess whether you should go in for the kill, because if not, you might jump in and he'll shoot past you like that, and you'll be sort of led into a lot of enemies, which is never a smart move. See, there's a guy over here who's almost off the map, I believe. I think I chased him for a bit, then
What, the tank?
sort of give up.
That makes you wonder. I've seen people play as tanks, but it makes you wonder if that was just a beta test.
God knows what he's doing. And I gave up on that. It's quite surprised how big the maps are, really. And that's the end of the game.